In today's special Beyond edition, we look at how Donald Trump's policies from the White House fueled his personal wealth. Has Donald Trump's second term as US president and the crypto ventures with his family helped him make a fortune? Well, why critics are calling Trump's business interests as US president a conflict of interest? And the money trail since his return to the office is raising eyebrows from all the quarters. In this special edition, we dive deep into the wealth accumulated by Trump and his family and their crypto ventures. About 8 months into Trump 2.0, the world economy faces a significant slowdown risk from its trade and economic policies. However, Trump's personal wealth gains show us a very different picture. The Trump Organization, which is a large conglomerate that manages the president's varied business portfolios, his business interest ranges from entertainment to media to crypto and real estate. Trump's businesses represent a significant wealth shift from just over a year ago. Back then, Trump was confronting the possibility of financial collapse. Now, despite holding $413 million in cash reserves, he was required to pay huge amounts of money as bonds for court cases, which Trump said he did not have back then. Well, according to Trump's wealth tracker, now a year later, his fortune has turned around. According to Forbes, his wealth has more than doubled to over $5 billion from just about $2.3 billion last year. Now, during his first term, Trump's wealth had actually fell. However, this time around, there is a clear spike in his wealth. Much of that surge in Trump's fortune has come because of him being the president and his crypto businesses. Donald Trump and his family have embraced many business ventures, and particularly in the crypto sector. While Trump family's crypto ventures range from tokens, meme coins to mining and funding. However, the real question is, did Trump's presidency and his policies help shape a personal wealth surge? Take a look at this next report for more details.
Trump and his family have ventured into the crypto sector with a wide range of businesses since last year and are expanding exponentially this year. But what's driving everyone's attention is Trump using his presidency to ease US crypto rules to help shape these businesses. World Liberty Financial, also known as WLF, is a crypto venture which brings together traditional finance like stocks, treasury, and foreign exchange and blockchain technology. The firm uses an infrastructure to bridge traditional finance and blockchain. That infrastructure is known as a protocol in decentralized finance or DeFi. The firm aims to democratize access to DeFi solutions to traditional assets. The dual nature of the firm has attracted significant attention. But the firm faces controversies over potential conflicts of interest. WLF brought with it considerable ethical and regulatory scrutiny due to its affiliations with the Trump family. The focus is particularly on the relationship between Trump's political clout and the firm's financial gains. As a marketing strategy, the firm endorsed that relationship with Trump and his family was a significant standout from other crypto firms. An analysis of the holding structure of WLF shows the Trump family has a controlling stake since its start last year. According to Bloomberg and other sources, the Trump family's equity has fluctuated between 60 and 40% over the past year. However, the changes in policies within the company have been shaped to benefit the president and his family. Bloomberg and other reports show Trump's family's income from WLF is highlighted by the substantial revenue streams directed to them. That includes 75% of net proceeds from token sales and 60% from future operational revenues. The easing of crypto regulations in Trump's current term has also shaped the company's progress since last year. WLF has its own crypto token called $WLFI and launched its own dollar-pegged stablecoin called $1. The US policy easing in favor of the crypto sector helped shape WLF's milestones since its inception.
The leadership structure of World Liberty Financial prominently features the Trump family, while the active participation highlights the family's direct engagement beyond mere endorsement. While a Bloomberg report reveals that Donald Trump holds the title of Chief Crypto Advocate and Co-founder Emeritus, while his role is not an executive position, it signifies his high-profile endorsement and strategic influence. His sons, Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr., are actively involved in the company's management as Web3 ambassadors. Barron Trump is listed in a strategic capacity of the projects as the DeFi visionary. Now, complementing the Trump family's involvement as key partners and co-founders responsible for daily operations, Zachary Folkman is the co-founder and chief operating officer. Chase Hero and Zach Witkoff are the co-founders and CEOs. Zach Witkoff's family connection to Steve Witkoff, a prominent Trump advisor, suggests a broader network of affiliated individuals who are supporting the venture. But if everything is so structured, what are the critics citing as a conflict of interest? And Donald Trump's business interests, while being the President of the United States, have raised some important questions. For example, the direct link with Donald Trump and his family has been a distinguishing element of WLF from its very start. Now, this connection is heavily promoted as a major component of its public identity and sales strategy. Well, with this alliance, WLF stands out from other crypto businesses, combining financial activity with political branding in a new way. In the murky and cutthroat world of cryptos, a well-known name can do wonders for drawing in customers and investors alike. Watchdog groups, Democrats and some Republicans have leveled a firestorm of criticism. From Tiffany Mueller, the president of the anti-corruption group and Citizens United, to Richard Painter, a former White House ethics advisor to George W. Bush. Now to Senate Democrats, Jeff Merkley and Minority Leader Chuck Schumer have all called Trump's actions as a conflict of interest. While critics think it's unethical for a sitting president to have a financial interest in the performance of funds which are linked to his name and political agenda. Although it is not mandated by law, previous presidents of the United States have either divested themselves of assets or unlisted blind trusts. Well, this was to sidestep any potential conflict of interest. Now, on the other hand, Trump has kept his financial exposure through entities managed by his family. Many critics have challenged Trump's decision to do so. While U.S. Representative Jerry Connolly has referred to the president's many business interests, he has alleged that Trump has 100 conflicts of interest. Connolly has said that it is open corruption, adding that the first 100 days of Trump's administration have been rife with conflicts of interest. But separately, critics like Senator Elizabeth Warren have warned that the surge in crypto use cases will blow up the entire financial system. Warren also raised conflict of interest accusations against Trump. The Democratic senator is sounding an alarm over the Genius Act, which will put financial power in the hands of big tech. Warren said that the U.S. crypto bill creates a superhighway for Trump corruption. Now, Warren said that there's a reason why there has always been a wall between banking and commerce. Well, this Genius Act, for the first time, destroys that wall. She warned that the Genius Act has already built in a bailout fund for crypto traders should the bubble pop a bank deposit for regular customers. But beyond the act, Trump has actively sought to push crypto even before taking office. Well, since returning to the White House, Trump has signed a series of executive orders and landmark legislation that directly benefit his own family's crypto venture, World Liberty Financial. Now, let's take a closer look at the timeline of Trump's crypto policies and how they supercharge World Liberty Financial. Well, in January, the president signed an executive order on digital assets, setting the tone for his administration's embrace of cryptos. And by prohibiting central bank digital currencies, the order removed a major source of government competition. Now, this created room for private stablecoins like those which were issued by World Liberty Financial. Now, in March 2025, Trump went further, announcing a strategic crypto reserve. The reserve included Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and Cardano. World Liberty Financial seized the moment, purchasing nearly $100 million worth of Ether and wrapped Bitcoin to commemorate Trump's presidency. Then in June, UAE-based crypto firm Aqua One, it announced a $100 million investment in WLF. Well, the real breakthrough came in July 2025 with the Genius Act, the first stablecoin law, and the act legitimized WLF's USD1 stablecoin backed by 100% reserves and paved the way for $2.1 billion in circulation. Well, the $WLFI token went live on September 1st, 2025. Earlier in the year, private token sales had already raised $590 million, placing WLF among the world's largest crypto issuers, while Donald Trump personally disclosed more than $57 million in earnings from his stake. Now, with more pro-crypto announcement expected, Trump's crypto venture is set to scale new highs. And Trump's crypto push was at full display when American Bitcoin, a venture of his two oldest sons, more than doubled in value on the Nasdaq debut. Well, according to Reuters, a closing price valued Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr.'s combined stake at over $1.5 billion. Now, the company recently launched $WLFI tokens. Despite falling nearly 50% in the first 2 days of trade, the family's token stake is still worth about $5 billion on paper. That is based on Reuters and other media reports. Well, other ventures include Trump Media and Technology Group's $2 billion crypto investments and meme coins like Dollar Trump and Dollar Melania. Meanwhile, Eric Trump has dismissed concerns. He has called them insane and maintains that the president has had no role in the family's private ventures. Still, watchdogs and lawmakers say that mixing private profit with public policy raises questions about transparency and governance. Now, talking about keeping policy and profits together, former U.S. security advisor Jake Sullivan has ignited a firestorm by suggesting that Trump has sacrificed his strategic relationship with India for the sake of his family's business interests in Pakistan. Well, Sullivan asserted that Pakistan's willingness to do business deals with the Trump family has led the president to throw the India relationship over the side. Now, this claim offers a potential explanation for Trump's sudden shift to an anti-India stance, despite the country's relatively minor trade deficit with the U.S. While Trump's family overall financial portfolio now heavily tilts towards digital assets over traditional real estate. In a high-profile move, WLF signed a series of agreements with the newly found Pakistan Crypto Council. And this partnership, championed by Bilal bin Saqib, the CEO of the Pakistan Crypto Council, has been seen as a clear sign of growing financial collaboration between the Trump family and Islamabad. Now, Saqib is known for steering Pakistan's crypto vision while advising Trump's crypto company. While the Trump administration has historically imposed tariffs on many nations, India has been hit the hardest, facing a punishing 50% tariff on its exports, among the steepest rate against any country. Meanwhile, Pakistan's tariff rate remains at a comparably low 19%. Now, Trump's critics have publicly questioned his move, arguing that he squandered a decade of bipartisan effort to strengthen the US-India partnership. Sullivan described the pivot as a huge strategic harm. He said that not only damages ties with a key Indo-Pacific ally, but also sends a troubling message to other US friends. Trump's mixed signal has been a key feature of his second term. Now, his U-turn on Bitcoin is a glaring example of this. After being a naysayer on the OG token for years, Trump is now a vocal supporter of Bitcoin and the crypto industry, well, insisting that it has created several jobs for Americans. Trump admitted in a White House conference that he's a fan of crypto and lauded its impact on the United States economy. When questioned about his exposure to crypto and how it has influenced the approval of certain legislation related to the sector, Trump insisted that he had been involved long before he decided to run for president again. Now, Trump also reiterated that he has had little involvement in investment-wise since he assumed power. He noted that he has grown to believe in Bitcoin over the time, calling it amazing. Remarkably, Bitcoin has been on an uptrend for most of Trump's time in office. The OG token has rallied from around $70,000 in November to an all-time high of above $125,000 last month. The president also highlighted Bitcoin's remarkable resilience during market turbulence. The OG token outperformed risk assets following the backlash to its tariff hike. Meanwhile, Trump suggested that Bitcoin has played a crucial role in sustaining the US dollar. He noted that Bitcoin takes a lot of pressure off of the dollar, arguing that it is a win for the United States. However, a surge in crypto prices show a link to the success of these digital asset businesses. Interestingly, what's also come under scanner is Trump using state visits as president to lure investment into his crypto ventures. Donald Trump's state visits, especially to the UAE, have also come under scrutiny. UAE-based Aqua One Foundation came under the radar after announcing a $100 million investment in a Trump-affiliated crypto firm. And experts say that the move is an example of how companies are aggressively courting the president and his power lobby. Now, despite claims of asset separation, the lines between personal enrichment and public responsibility appear increasingly blurred. Aqua One's investment, which grants it major governance power in WFL, also follows a similar West Asia deal just months ago that suggests a pattern of strategic alignment between foreign capital and Trump-connected entities. The attraction is clear. Investors are buying not just into a crypto vision, but into access, influence, and branding power, with the Trump name stamped on it. Now, ethics experts warn that foreign funding in ventures tied to a sitting president's family opens the door to influence peddling, backdoor diplomacy, and policy-making conflicts. Well, the growing stablecoin clout is another key feather in Trump's crypto flight. The wider adoption of cryptos and the US administration using stablecoins in policy plans is also under scrutiny. For example, US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has positioned the stablecoin industry as a potential solution to the country's mounting debt financing needs. He anticipated that digital currency issuers could become major buyers of government securities. Take a look at this next report for more details on this. The US Treasury Chief has been in talks with major stablecoin companies, including Tether and Circle, about their treasury holdings. He views the sector as a growing source of demand for short-term government debt. Stablecoins are pegged to the dollar. The issuers of stablecoins have to hold reserves of safe assets like treasury bills to maintain the dollar peg. Currently, the stablecoin market is about $250 billion. Bessent expects the market to expand 20-fold to about $2 trillion. That would be about half of India's total GDP for a year. Such growth could provide meaningful support for government borrowing. The US currently faces record debt levels and accelerating deficits under Trump's fiscal policies. The administration's strategy gained regulatory backing through July's Genius Act. This creates a direct link between the expanding digital currency market and government debt demand. However, critics question if that endorsement from the US administration boosts the Trump family's crypto businesses. Now, Trump's policies also show massive boost to crypto adoption into sectors with huge sums of money. He earlier signed an executive order directing the Labor Department to make it easier for private equity, real estate and cryptos to be included in retirement plans. Well, the move opens access to a market that's worth roughly $12.3 trillion. Well, one of the largest untapped pools of capital for crypto exposure. Now, even a modest 3% allocation of these retirement assets could mean about $240 billion flown into digital assets. With Bitcoin's 60% market dominance, that could translate to $144 billion in inflows for Bitcoin alone. However, such inflows would be entering a market that's already facing a supply squeeze. Data from CryptoQuant shows that Bitcoin reserves on centralized exchanges have dropped to 2.5 million coins, which is their lowest level in 7 years. Now, retire plan demand could compete with other buyers, including corporate treasuries. Data from Bitcoin treasuries show 164 companies now hold nearly 1 million Bitcoin valued at $116 billion. or about 5% of the global supply. Now, this policy change complements Trump's own crypto footprint. These crypto ventures, combined with Trump media and traditional real estate holdings, have helped double Donald Trump's net worth since launching his re-election campaign. As crypto boom gains momentum, Trump's wealth could even quadruple, raising concerns over specific policy push that favors his businesses. Well, that's all we have for you in this WION special. But don't go anywhere. More news and updates will follow on the other side. You're watching WION World is One. Stay tuned.